This video is about racism in the dancing world. For as long as I've had a channel, there's been a topic that I've wanted to cover but felt unable to. It's one that defines where dancers are able to work and how they work. And it affects every single club. You probably read the title of this video, so you know. It's about race and racism in the stripping industry. I've even had a few people comment about it, like this one, from username a Google user, who said, "I'm curious to know if darker skinned strippers have to work harder for their dollar compared to their lighter skinned counterpart. Can you tell us about colorism problems in the dancer world?" I got this comment a long time ago, and while I answered it in writing, I haven't felt able to cover it in a video. I just haven't felt comfortable delving into this alone as a white dancer. I realize that even though my perceptions of race in the club come directly from people of color, I'm unable to cover the topic as well as any of them could. I've invited the dancers of color who I personally know to come and share their stories on my channel. But like many dancers, they're really reluctant to come on a channel, say I'm a dancer, and then have that be posted on the internet. Those of us who come on YouTube and label ourselves as dancers risk being targeted in our real lives. We also risk becoming unemployable, both within the strip club and outside it. This is even more true for Black dancers coming forward about race. I have also reached out to try and collaborate with one of the non-white dancers already on YouTube. The YouTubers I have reached out to have been disinterested in the topic, probably in part because of how small my channel is. I'm not giving up. I'm not done trying. But for now, after listening to my friends talk about their experiences, listening to Black dancers talk about their experiences online, experiencing myself backlash for hiring too many Black dancers at a club that I managed, and seeing some white dancers show complete ignorance at the additional struggles of dancers of color, particularly Black dancers, I've decided that doing nothing is worse than doing my best. If you are watching this, are a dancer of color, and would like to be part of a video, please get in touch. Like in most industries, Black dancers face discrimination from the moment they walk into the club to have an interview. Earlier, if they have a Black-sounding name. Some clubs, called urban clubs, will hire a lot of Black dancers, but only if they fit a very specific body type. Other clubs often have an unspoken, or even commonly known and accepted, quota for how many Black and non-white dancers they're willing to hire. If they have 2 or 3, they won't hire anymore. It doesn't matter how beautiful or how good a dancer the new hire would be. She's shut out purely because the managers involved assume that their customers won't like her for her skin color. While it's hard for light-skinned people of color to be hired in many strip clubs, it's even harder if they're dark-skinned. If they do get hired, the struggle with prejudice is not over. Customers in strip clubs act like they're in flower shops. They may only get dancers from D-cups, blondes, or tall girls. This is the fundamental nature of the club, but it becomes a huge problem when many customers won't buy dances from anyone who isn't white or Asian. They don't even give them a chance. The club is an environment so full of entitlement that they'll come right out and say it. To each other when there's dancers standing right there, or even the dancers themselves, whether they be the race that they prefer or the race that they don't. Being a person of color in America is hard enough without going to work and hearing, "Don't sit with me, I only get dances with white girls." And I know some people find this controversial, but I want to be very clear. Having a preference that excludes all body types and personality types of a certain race is racism. People who choose to pass over a certain girl because of her skin color or country of origin are indefensibly and inexcusably racist. Once they sell a dance, dancers are more likely to have to deal with customers arguing with their price or expecting a discount dance. They are also more likely to experience customers trying to push their boundaries or talk or force them into doing extras. All of this I have personally seen or heard from Black dancers. I have seen Black dancers make less than minimum wage on nights that other dancers were going home with hundreds of dollars. I have seen Black dancers be called cows straight to their face. I have personally gotten into hot water for hiring too many Black dancers at a club that I managed. I have traveled with a Black dancer to another state and been hired on the spot based on looks when she was not. And I have many times been sent to get another dancer for a double dance and been told, "Make sure she's white." This has even happened with Black customers. Depending on where you live, things aren't necessarily as bleak as they are in the small town surrounded by rural, conservative, white neighborhoods that I live in. The purpose of this video is not to discourage women of color from becoming strippers. The point of this video is to make sure that everyone else in club culture, white dancers, club staff, and customers, aware of a reality that may not be that obvious to them, and of the consequences of their actions and the way that they affect real lives. It's important to realize that this isn't a problem for dancers of color to fix. It's a problem for the rest of us to fix. Sorry this isn't really a funny video. It's not really a funny topic, and I didn't feel like it was okay to make light of any of it. If you're looking for funny videos, there's a playlist right here, and it has stories that are funny from the strip club. If you're looking for more information on how dancers live, there's a playlist down here, and that has some of the interesting struggles that dancers go through. Please subscribe and click the bell icon if you want to see more of my videos. And again, if you are a person of color who has worked as a dancer and you'd like to be interviewed on my channel, you can either comment or send me a message on my work Facebook page, which is Jamie Dancer on Facebook. Thank you so much. Hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.